Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chase here at Rocky Mountain. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is our chest protector buyer's guide. If you're in the market for one of these, I'm here to help you decide which one is going to be best for you. Now, there's a lot of great options to choose from, so I'm going to do my best to help narrow it down based on categories. Whether you're shopping for something that's just going to be budget friendly, or if you're looking for one that I like to ride in personally, or looking for something ultra low profile, or maybe just looking for the most protection possible in a chest protector, we're gonna have different options for you. But I would love it if you comment, tell us if you have one of the ones up here, what you like and dislike about it, or which one do you plan on buying. As always, we have our fit guarantee no matter which one of these you buy. If you don't like how it fits, send it back a brand new unused condition. We'll give you free shipping both ways on your first exchange to make sure you get the size and the fit that is best for you. Before we did this, I went and I tried every single one of these on to give you some of my personal feedback as well. So let's get it started. All right, folks, to kick things off, we have two of my top picks when it comes to best overall value, whether it's a roost deflector or a chest protector you're looking at. The Leatt 1.5 and the Alpinestars Bionic Action are gonna be my two top picks. The 1.5 comes in right around $100, and this is a good sleeper pick. I really like the 1.5. I like how it fits. It's lightweight, it's low profile, plenty of cutouts on the front and back. It's gonna flow a lot of air. For neck brace users, especially if you wear a Leatt neck brace, this upper piece on the chest plate and the upper on the back plate are both removable for better integration with a neck brace. The only thing about the 1.5 that you might want to be conscious of is that it's not CE certified for impact protection. It is just certified as a stone shield. If you're wanting something around the same price range, but that is CE certified level 1 for impacts, the Bionic Action is what you're gonna wanna look at. This, again, big upgrade here, is you are now level 1 CE certified for impacts in the front and the back. This is our #1 selling chest protector around the $100. You go up $10 in price, but it's our #1 selling in that price range by a landslide. Don't take my word for it. Look at all the rider reviews. Again, very comfortable when I tried this on. My only two nitpicks with the Bionic Action is with the foam, actually. So it's just not as premium feeling as the foam that's used on these other options that we're gonna show you today. It's probably one of the ways that they keep the price down. It's just a less expensive EVA foam, and then you have this fleece over the top of it. So it's comfortable, but two things that I noticed. One, I feel like this fleece is going to absorb some sweat. If you look at the foam that they use on the Leatt, that's not gonna absorb any moisture. This to me is going to absorb some moisture, which might smell after a little while. Again, read rider reviews, see if anyone's talking about that. But also, when you just talk about overall venting, and if you look from the inside on the Bionic Action, you can just see there's just not nearly as many cutouts in that foam as you get with the 1.5. So in warmer temperatures, I feel like the Bionic Action is going to be warmer when you're riding in it. But aside from that, for $110, CE certified level 1 front and back, this thing is an awesome value. All right, the next two are two of my personal favorites. I get asked all the time, Chase, which one is your favorite? Which one do you ride in the most? Which one would you choose out of all of these? These are my two top picks, and here's why. You got the A1 Pro from Alpinestars and the Leatt 4.5 Evo. I was at the launch of the A1 Pro. I've been wearing it ever since, and I know that there's a lot of top riders that wear the A1 Pro. And the reason I like it so much, very comfortable. I love the way that it fits my body. Very, very lightweight. In fact, Alpinestars says that this is the lightest CE level 1 chest protector that is out there. And I did weigh all these today, and at 1 pound 8 ounces in a medium large, it is one of the lightest options up here, especially at CE level 1. The fit's great, it ventilates really well, it's nice and low profile. I wear mine underneath my jersey. I like that the foam up here underneath the shoulder straps is removable. I just take mine off, I don't use that. But ever since it came out, I've been wearing it nonstop. I honestly don't really have anything that I can pick apart. It's just been a really good option. Price on it, you're about $165. And like the Bionic Action from A-Stars, it's been one of our most popular since it came out. Again, don't take my word for it. Go read rider reviews. Then you have the Leatt 4.5 Evo. When this came out and I tried it on, it immediately went up to one of my favorites. Here's why. It fits similar to the A1 Pro. It's very comfortable. You can see there's a ton of cutouts. This thing's gonna ventilate a lot of air. The big addition here though with the 4.5 Evo is that it goes from level 1 up to level 2 certified for impacts in the front and the rear. Price, you do go up about 15 bucks, so not a huge jump, but if you're looking for CE certified level 2, for those that want the most impact protection, this is such a good option. So the chest plate up here on the top and on the back, those are removable, like the 1.5 for better neck brace compatibility. Another addition that you get with the 4.5 is you do have this foam here that wraps around the rib cage. Now that's gonna be a personal preference. For me personally, I'd probably do away with that foam just because to me, it's just not gonna do a whole lot when it comes to impacts. Surely it's gonna do something, but that to me just looks like it's gonna trap heat and be warm in hotter temps. So that's the only thing about the 4.5 that maybe I would change. But aside from that, it's got all the characteristics I like about the A1 Pro, but you're CE level 2. This thing's killer. All right, next 3 options are the low profile options. If you want minimalistic and you want something, all 3 of these are CE certified, but if you want to be wearing a chest protector underneath your jersey and hardly be able to tell that you're wearing one, these are gonna be the 3 best options. The first one is the Leatt RheaFlex. Price on this is about $190. Comfortable, very low profile. There's just a couple things I noticed about the RheaFlex while putting on. So first of all, shoulder straps are not adjustable. Keep that in mind. And then up here in the front, so Leatt's using the RheaFlex armor. You can see it's that red stuff in the front and the back in CE level 1 front and rear. However, the one thing I noticed that I wasn't the biggest fan of with the RheaFlex is that on the chest piece, you notice that right here, it actually sits flat. That is to have compatibility with a neck brace. The problem for me is that if I'm not wearing a brace, I am losing some extra protection on the upper part of the chest. It's not gonna give you as much as the other 2 options. Aside from that, the back protector is actually one of the longer options, so it's gonna give you great coverage from the top of the back to the bottom. And they have this foam piece here, or this upper panel is removable if you are going to be wearing a neck brace. That is the Leatt RheaFlex. Now you have, and this is a mouthful here, this is the Fox Race Frame Impact SB CE D30. Let's trim some of the fat off of that name, Fox. This is one that I have also spent a lot of time in, and it's one of my favorites. There is one drawback that I'll point out here in just a moment, but to me, this is the lowest profile chest protector that is out there. It's CE level 1 for impacts front and back. But if you are just looking for minimalistic and where you have it on under a jersey and people probably won't even know you're wearing anything, this is one of the best options, hands down. It's very comfortable. Now, where it gets the name SB, that stands for soft back, is because the entire back protector is D30 molecular armor. And what's great about D30 is that when it warms up, it gets soft and it fits and shapes the contour of your back really, really well, which makes it very low profile. The only drawback that I've had with this one is that because D30, it absorbs your body heat, it feels warm. It's not my top choice when the temperatures get hot for that reason. It just kind of feels like I almost have a heating pad on my back. But again, ultra low profile, it's been very comfortable. That's my only quarrel. However, Fox does have other versions of the race frame that don't have the D30. So if you like this one, they have their standard race frame that's not CE certified, but comes down in price quite a bit, because on this one you're gonna be right around 200 bucks. So they do have other options of the race frame, but this is going to be the most low profile version that is out there. Now, last but not least is the new Alpinestars A5 Plasma. This is similar to the race frame I just showed you. You do go up in price about $10. But what A-Stars is doing is using their plasma armor, which is similar to D30. It's like a molecular armor, so it gets soft and malleable as it warms up. But the big upgrade here is you go from CE level 1 with these two to now CE level 2 front and back with the plasma. Now, ultra low profile, comfortable, but the 2 complaints that I would have if I'm being real nitpicky here is one I've already talked about with the race frame. This plasma armor, again, it absorbs that heat, so it's probably gonna feel warm in hotter temps, and the weight. This comes in at 2 pounds, 2 ounces when I weighed it, so it's almost a full pound heavier than that A1 Pro that I've been wearing. And so that is something that you would notice. If you try the 2 on back to back, a full pound you're gonna notice that. So the weight and the heat would be the only 2 little nitpicks that I have, but again, ultra low profile and your CE level 2. So if you want great impact protection, you want minimalistic, A5 Plasma. All right, last three that we have. These are for riders that want the most coverage. Now we're dipping into shoulder armor, and on some of these you're gonna see you've got hard plastic around the rib cage. The first one is the Alpinestars A6. I actually rode in the A6, and here's what I like about this. I think the A6 is a great value. Price on this, you're right around $200. In your CE level 2 in the front and the back. Now the shoulder armor CE level 1, it is removable. The shoulder armor on all three of these is removable. But what I liked about the A6 is that you're getting really good coverage. Now when I rode in mine, I'll be honest, I did remove the shoulder armor, but for how much coverage you're getting and being CE level 2, it was still low profile enough that I could wear it underneath my jersey and still be okay. Now you don't get any hard plastic around the ribcage area, but again, if you're looking for great coverage CE level 2 and you want shoulder armor and one that's not gonna feel too bulky or too big, because compared to the A10 V2 and the Leatt 6.5, this thing is definitely a lot slimmer. It's a really good option. Now from there, you go to the A10 V2. This is a newer piece from Alpinestars. You jump up quite a bit in price though, you're about $270. But with the A10, your CE level 2 front and back. The shoulder armor is also CE level 2, so it's the only piece up here that is level 2 in the shoulders. But when you compare it to the A6, now you have these hard plastic plates of armor that wrap around the rib cage. What I also like about the A10 is the weight, and I'll explain why here in just a moment when we compare it to the 6.5. But they use our polyhedron hybrid technology to keep this thing as light as possible. Now on the A6 and the A10, this upper piece on the back plate is removable for neck brace compatibility. The only thing trying this on that I noticed that I wasn't the biggest fan of on the A10 is the shoulder armor, and it's really just right here with the straps. This strap's just thicker, and when I put it on, it just kind of felt like it was digging into my arm a little bit. So it just wasn't as comfortable as the other two options. But if you want full coverage, CE level 2 everywhere, A10's a great option. Now you have the Leatt 6.5 Pro. In this category, the 6.5 has been a bestseller year after year. And when you put this thing on, just like the A10, man, you just feel like you're ready for war. Now, comparing these two, I do feel like the 6.5, I like the fit just a little bit more than the A10. I feel like I just had less edges kind of digging into me when I had on the 6.5. Now your CE level 2 front and rear, the 6.5 on the chest does have this plate removable, also on the back for neck brace. Now the shoulder armor is CE level 1, it's not level 2, but again, just like the A10, you've got this hard plastic piece here that wraps around the rib cage. The only real drawback to the 6.5 is the weight for me. At 4 pounds 7 ounces, it is more than a pound heavier than the A10 V2, which comes down at 3 pounds 5 ounces. So the weight is something I noticed. And with the 6.5 Pro, you do go up. You're right around $300 for price. So the price and the weight are really just the two negative drawbacks, but I did like the straps and the shoulder armor on the 6.5, again, a little bit more than with the A10. And that does it. That is our chest protector buyer's guide. Hopefully, this has helped you out. Whether you're looking for ultimate coverage, full protection, super low profile, if you want to know what I'm wearing, what I like the most, hopefully this has helped narrow it down for you so you know which one you think is going to be best for you. But again, if you have questions, comments, please leave those down below. We'll help to get those answered. To shop the full collection that we offer, click the link or head to RockyMountainATVMC.com. We have our fit guarantee, and don't forget, we ship for free over $75. If you like this video and you want to see more guides like it, get subscribed to the Rocky Mountain YouTube channel. I'm Chase, and we'll see you on the trails.